today's topic, not to be surprised, racism in the UK again. Like, so yeah, here's the video. Like, okay, so here's like, okay.
Asking me if I'm wearing a mask if you're not wearing a mask.
I had it on the train. You didn't have it.
So,
But your ethnic group or the
my ethnic group.
Yes, that's
What ethnic group am I?
why I presume you're from the black.
I'm not black.
Oh, what are you, Asian?
Well, why are you talking about ethnic groups?
Because
No
certain
ethnic,
groups-
no ethnic group
Yes.
has a higher susceptibility to coronavirus.
have.
You're just racist.
I'm not.
You're just racist.
No, but
Put on your dirty stinking mask and don't talk to me.
look it up. and
No,
you'll
we
see.
don't have a higher susceptibility. No, we don't. We just have more people of colour working in healthcare. That's why more people die. You're just racist. Shut up.
I like how she stood there going to.
Yeah, I'm like, I know a lot of people would have got a bit more, aggressive and actually smacked the bitch.
Yeah, but she's an old woman.
You beat up an old woman and that ain't gonna turn out nicely for you.
Yeah, but what's her death as coronavirus? When she dies in hospital, yeah, she got coronavirus.
Yeah, but what do you think of it though?
Yeah, I think, yeah. It's all racism in the UK is like everything. It's all, let's say it's perpetuated by like old people. Like she's an old woman, innit? But like to think that coronavirus, people of color are more susceptible to coronavirus is just stupid. Because like most people that die, the people that will have the weakest immune system, obviously, is in the world. Who would you say?
I'll say white people.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude, but that we would have to put different studies on there, like.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It just comes to like dietary and whatnot, but like it's not okay. I wouldn't say it's just white people in general. It's just like this because this country is largely the large percentage of people in this country are white.
Yeah.
And a small percentage of us in London and around the area of London are black.
And they're blaming on the spread of coronavirus on us, which we're the minority. So like,
So
that
it's
makes
like,
absolutely no sense.
I do understand it, but like it's like when you look at the statistics and then you see like, oh, a lot of black people are dying on a disproportionate amount. You're like, well, they might be more susceptible to it. But then you actually look at it like, who were these individuals? 'Cause, like, I don't see any black person in my neighborhood dying. I'm not being rude, but I see a lot of white people in my area with the ambulance coming and saying, oh yes, there's coronavirus.
Yeah. Also, like my sister-in-law also said like she was a nurse in it, and she said most people dying was like black people basically.
Cause they were key workers. Like
Yeah.
remember when lockdown came and they said no one except for key workers would be there. Like when you go to Tesco and other places, if you look at the key workers, they were people of color.
Yeah,
I'm like, the Sainsbury's in our area.
Yeah. The Tesco, you mean?
No, the Sainsbury's.
Oh, the Saints.
No, you've been to the Sainsbury's in my area before.
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Do you really see that many people that are white there?
No, it's usually people of color. Yeah.
Yeah. If you feel like that's the same thing around most areas. Most people in key worker roles like that are people of color.
Yeah.
So like if they're the ones like who were taking the brunt of it, being more exposed to it, and they were dying on a disproportionate level, you're like, okay, I do understand how you can perceive it, but you can't be that stupid to see the data and say, oh, these motherfuckers are high chance of getting the disease. Oh, this is a bit.
Yeah, and it also goes into like talking about the race issue, race factor, and she said like black. She said she was taking. She said she thought she was black, innit?
Is she?
And she said she was not black. She's Asian.
I think that's the one part where you can say that's clear bias in there, like, because like she saw someone of a darker skin complexion and automatically thought it was one ethnic group.
Yeah,
and basically linking all of them into one ethnic group.
It goes on it shows that what's it called? The BAME, BAME.
I don't like it. It's just, can they have a better catchphrase?
Yeah,
that's the worst one ever.
Yeah, it's like most people think like all race
all ethnic groups are the same.
All ethnic groups like colored people like are just one group, but usually it's just like the way like the racists view people was like
it makes them I think it gives them a good conscience because they're like, oh, link them all to one group so they can just hate all of them one together.
This VA one that's not white. That's like
Yeah, it's like when you say it's like when you call me a Nigerian person, I would be understanding offended because like I am not Nigerian.
Exactly.
Although I get that often.
Yeah, that's true. I get that too.
So like, but it comes from a different way that if this person I believe was Middle Eastern, like from Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
If you told me a Middle Eastern person and I look the same, I would look at you and say, "Oh, you stupid," because there's a clear difference in ethnic groups. I'm like, if you told me someone from Africa, then I would understand Zimbabwean, Nigerian, and whatnot. But like, if you said someone I look like someone from Afghanistan, I'm like,
even in Africa, like people are able to tell distinct features from different tribes, even though they're the same color. So like
Malis.
Yeah.
You can never say anyone from West Africa looks like someone from East Africa.
Ethiopia or like Eritrea. Or
you can never like. There's so much difference. Like, because like
there's more diversity in Africa than there is in the entire world. Apparently, that's what I had. Diversity of like phenotype, races.
I mean, yeah, I do, because like Africa was the hotspot of of evolution for the human race.
Yeah. The start of civilization.
But the thing is, like, the entire coronavirus thing and blaming it on black and ethnic other groups of saying we are more susceptible, I think it's a bit stupid and a bit biased. And I really blame the media for all of this, because like they're the one be going about saying, oh, they'll say, oh, they'll give you the study and then they'll show you like, oh, from which ethnic background people are dying, but they won't give you further details on who were these people. They'll just link it to one group. I'm like, yeah, but at the end of the day, we're all statistics. Yeah, that's a fact. We're all statistics. But at the end, you should group people and make a clear consensus of who these people were, what role they're doing, and stop saying, oh, just because they were black, they died of this, and feeding into the notion that, oh, all black people or people of color have a higher chance. When no, everyone has a chance of it. Also, if you're older, you have a chance of it.
Yeah, that's true. Also, it's like, what's it called? I told you a story about where I was getting on the train station, right?
Nah.
Basically, I was getting on the train station, right? And there was an Asian guy in front of me. The Asian guy went. They didn't ask me to do anything, but I went and it said, well, you have to put on a mask. So like, I didn't realize until I went downstairs and I saw the Asian guy again. I asked him, wait, did I ask you to put on a mask on? It said Chinese looking guy. It didn't say no. It said no. You didn't ask him to put a mask on. But me being black, I had to put a mask on. Like, the virus didn't originate in Africa or whatever. Originate in China, East Asia.
Yeah.
So like, is this always find a way to blame black people? So like,
I think you always need a scapegoat, and plus like,
even in China they blame it on black people. Even
when they kicked out all those Nigerians that they paid their rent, I'm like, hey, I would have asked you to reimburse me my rent money, because like you kicked me out for no reason.
Yeah, sad.
I'm like, sad. There was like pictures where they said no foreigners, no black people. They made it clear no black people, especially.
Like, no black people basically.
Like, I'm like, I think that's the first time I've ever seen China said no foreigners and they meant white people as well. Most of the time they say niggas never come.
Cause they blame the virus on Americans. You know.
Yeah, like they're like saying it's like it's just they deflecting the blames, like, because people saying the virus is man-made.
Yeah, that's conspiracy and all of that.
I'm like, if it was man-made, I'll ask the questions like, what were they trying to do with it?
They're trying obviously to kill people.
Yeah, that's the question. People. Like, I'm like, they already got that Uyghur Muslim stuff going on, and they're trying to do man-made bioweapons. It's like, hey, China's been going crazy these days. Yeah, but I think that's all we really want to talk about. It's like, yeah, black people are not susceptible to the virus or any of color. Anyone can get it. There might be a second lockdown, so the pubs and the gyms gonna be closed. Yeah. So that kind of sucks for everyone out there.
Oh, the gym's not closed.
They're definitely gonna close the gym.
Yeah, you don't have to wear masks in the gym though.
No one actually wears masks in the gym.
So like, why were they closing?
I've never seen anyone in the gym coming back saying they had coronavirus.
I mean, the gym is like the easiest place you can spread coronavirus.
But no, we've been going to the gym since July. Yeah. No, since June, and no one said anything.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like, if you're old, yeah, sucks to be you. I'm not trying to be rude. It's just a fact. You might as well just stay at home and quarantine yourself and protect yourself. If you're young, just don't be stupid. Like, hey, like I know a lot of people really want to go out and have a nice time, but just protect everyone out there, because I want 2021 to be a good year.
Yeah.
Like we all know 2020 sucks the most.
Yeah, 2020 is a bad year, man.
I'm like,
forget about it.
Imagine everyone who went first year this year.
Yeah, terrible.
It was a terrible first year.
First is when you're supposed to have fun in uni, innit?
The first semester was good. Second semester, it was non-existent. It was non-existent.
Yeah.
But that's that. That's a wrap.